Hi everyone, welcome to Telugu Tech Learners. So this is Anil. So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain you about Terratest. Okay, by end of the video, so you will be able to understand what is Terratest and you will be able to set up the environment that is required for Terratest and understand every line of Terratest code and how it works, and you will be able to write Terratest code for the infrastructure of Azure, AWS or GCP, and also you will be able to run the Terratest using Terratest commands, and also you can modify the Terratest code according to your requirements. So before getting into the video, so please like, share and subscribe for more videos like this and support me. So first of all, what is Terratest? So Terratest is a Go library that provides patterns and helper functions for testing infrastructure with first-class support for Terraform, Packer, Docker, Kubernetes, AWS, GCP, and many more. So basically, Terratest is a Go library. So we are going to write Terratest test cases in Go language only. Okay, and there the Terratest will be providing some helping functions for testing. Okay, so with the help of those functions, we will be going to test the infrastructure code which is written in Terraform code in this video. Okay, now let us see how the Terratest works. So test infrastructure code with Terratest in 4 steps. So first of all, we need to write a Terratest test cases in Go language, and then the Terratest itself deploys the infrastructure. So we don't need to deploy the infrastructure manually. So once we run the Terratest, so how it works is it will deploy the infrastructure and validate the infrastructure with Terratest. I mean, it will validate like expected value equal to actual value or not. So like that, it will validate with the real infrastructure after deploying, and then it will undeploy. It will destroy the infrastructure once it completes validating. So like that, it works in these 4 steps. Here the Terratest provides few helper functions, right? So those will be used for validation process. So Terratest will provide some packages. So by using those, we're going to validate the infrastructure. Okay, and this is the official website of Terratest, automated tests for your infrastructure code. Terratest is a library that provides pattern and helper functions. So we already discussed that. So if we scroll down the page, so we can see an example Terratest file here. So this is the we can understand the basic structure of your Terratest file by referring this example file. So in the beginning of the file, you need to declare a package, and you need to list what are all the packages you need to import, and then you need to declare a function. This function consists of the main content, so we can discuss it later. And also remember those numberings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we will discuss it later in this video. And if you click on quick start, you can see the guide to basic setup of the Terratest. So the easiest way to get started is to copy the exam files and its corresponding repo. Okay, I will tell you how to do it later. So first of all, we need to create a test folder and create underscore test.co file in that test folder. Okay, and here we can see the commands. So these are the, by using these go commands, we are going to run the Terratest test cases. Okay, go mod init and module name, go mod td, and go test hyphen v hyphen timeout 30 minutes. So here go mod init will initialize the module, and go mod td will download all the necessary modules, packages and all, and this go test hyphen v hyphen timeout command will run the Terratest test cases finally. So let's watch it practically now. So in this Terratest demo, we are going to deploy Azure storage account, resource group and storage container. So for the demo purpose, so this is the Terraform code for our storage account. So first of all, we are deploying a resource group and then a storage account. So yeah, and then a storage account container, and then we can see the output.tf file and then variables.tf file. So we will be declaring all the variables here. And there are few variables I will be passing as environment variables. So I already passed these as environment variables. You also have to do the same. And here is our actual Terratest file. So we will be declaring package and then listing down all the packages that needs to be imported. And then we will be declaring a function to test the infrastructure. Here we mentioned t.parallel because we want to run multiple test cases at the same time. So it will help us to run multiple test cases at the same time. And then we need to mention subscription ID. If you want to be secure, then you can declare it through environment variables. Then it is also fine to declare as environment variable. And you need postfix ID. A random string will be generated as a postfix. And then at Terraform options, we need to mention the location of our Terraform files. So we have mentioned right there the location of our Terraform files, and that is the first step. And here you can observe the numbering, right? So this is the order in which our file runs. So first it will take the location of our Terraform files and comes here and will run the terraform.init and apply command. So you can see the numbering there, right? So once you apply, so Terraform state file will be created, right? That will be used in the third step. So from that state file, by using Terraform output commands, we will be fetching these variable names: resource group name, storage account name, account type, account kind, blob container name. So all these things will be fetched from the state file, which is obtained by terraform.init and apply command. So we all know that, right? So if you're aware of Terraform, then you will understand that a state file will be created once we apply the Terraform. So this will be referred as expected values. Then we will fetch the actual values from the Azure API. See, this is the fourth step. So here we fetch the actual values using the packages. So now you will have a clear picture how it works. So it will fetch the expected value from the Terraform state file and the actual value after declaring the infrastructure by using some APIs, and it will compare both expected and actual value that is fetched from the Azure API. Here the Terratest is providing some functions or packages that is required for fetching the expected and actual values, and also some functions to compare both the values. So using those, we will be making sure that expected and actual values are same or not, or actual our infrastructure is deploying as we expected or not. Okay, now I hope you will have a clear understanding of the Terratest file. If you have any doubts, please comment down and let us start running it. So the first command you need to run is go mod init test. So we will be initializing a module, and you can observe it here what are the contents of it. So see there, here no required packages are mentioned, right? So once you run go mod td command, so you will be able to see all those required packages will be here, and you need to run these commands inside of the test folder at, in which location the actual Terratest file is located. So in that location only you have to run these commands. Okay, so it will take some time to download the packages and all, approximately 5 to 10 minutes, or it will be lesser if you have good internet connection. And we can see that go.sum file is created after go mod td, and go mod init test. After go mod init test, go.mod is created, and all the necessary packages or modules are downloaded, and then we can run the Terratest files as we have downloaded the required packages and modules. So for that we need to run go test -v -timeout 30 minutes command here. The overall time for the execution of the test cases depends on the infrastructure you are going to deploy or test. So because you have to deploy the infrastructure first, so it will take some time, right? And then you will be fetching the outputs from the Terraform state file, and then fetching the actual values from the Azure, right? So here I'm showing you that there is only one resource group Terratest RG, no storage account is there. But this is not the resource group. Another resource group will be created. So see, it started initializing terraform.init and apply will be ran first, right? I have shown you in the file the order in which it runs. So see, it is downloading the Terraform modules, and then the Terraform apply is started running. So that's why we can see a Terraform log file there, and you can see the arguments here. Terraform apply input equal to false, auto approve, and it is passing a variable postfix equal to some random string, and lock equal to false. So we can see the logs here in the command prompt. Okay, please bear with my English or slang. So this is my first video in English, so I will be improving. Okay, so it will take some time. So you can see here, it is not no. I mean, there is only one Terratest RG resource group is there. So you will see another resource group will be creating soon. So there will be three resources will be creating, three to add: resource group, storage account, storage container. Okay, and we can see the outputs here: resource group name, storage account kind, storage account type, storage account name, storage container. So whatever we are going to test, like storage account name and whatever you want to make sure that are deploying correct or not, you have to mention them in output. Okay, so here you can see that resource group is creating, because we will be fetching the output from the state file and the actual value from the Azure using APIs and packages and all, and we will be comparing both, right? So to take the output, you mention whatever you want to test in the output file. Okay, so we mention these things as we are going to test these things only. Watch the video completely. I will also tell you how to test other remaining things for which the Terratest won't provide any functions like that. So you can see that it is applied, the resources are deployed. So we can refresh here. Yeah, we can see a new resource group is created and storage account is created. Let us see the container is created or not inside it. Okay, and the container is also created. Okay, and we can see the here the Terraform output commands are running, because it is fetching the expected values from our Terraform code, Terraform state file. Okay, so it is fetching the expected values. It is running the Terraform output commands, and those values will be stored in the variables we have seen in our Terratest file. Okay, and after that it will fetch the actual values from the infrastructure, and it will compare both, and then it will destroy the infrastructure. So I think it is completed validating. So you can see the terraform destroy command is running there with arguments auto approve, input equal to false, and then postfix variable and lock equal to false. Okay, it is refreshing the state file. So you can see here, so that the variable names will be fetched from the Terraform state file using Terraform output command, and then it will fetch the actual values from the actual infrastructure using Azure module functions, and then after that it will destroy the infrastructure after validating. Before running all this, you have to authenticate in the beginning by passing the few environment variables. I have skipped the step, or you can simply run agent login and also pass subscription ID as environment variable. Okay, so because it is fetching from Azure, right? So it should authenticate. Okay, and here we can see that using storage account exists function, it is fetching the it is true or not. So the storage account exists will contain a boolean value, azure dot storage account exists or not. It is a function provided by Terratest in Azure module. It provides many other functions also. I will show you how to find what are all the functions available. Okay, watch this video till the end. Okay, and if we getting boolean values in the variable, we will be validating those through as a dot true or false, or if we get a variable, we are making sure that expected and actual value are equal or not by as a dot equal function. Okay, so don't worry about the arguments that we are passing. All those will be in their official website. What are the arguments we have to pass? What are the available functions for what resources? Okay, everything is there in their official website. I will show you those things later in this video. So keep watching this video until the end. Okay, it is destroying the infrastructure. So now, how do you know that whether the infrastructure is deployed as expected or not? So it is by using the end result. In the end, after destruction of the infrastructure, it will show you whether the test is failed or pass. In the end of the whole execution of the Terratest file. Okay, you can see that the result is pass and it took 365.49 seconds and okay. So see, everything is deployed as expected. That's why the result is pass. If anything goes wrong, so it will show you as fail in red color after the execution of the Terratest file. I hope you have a clear picture now on how it works. So first it will deploy the infrastructure, and then from the state file it will take the uh, expected value from Terraform output command and the actual value from the Azure infrastructure as it deploys the Azure infrastructure, and it will compare both. That's how it works. Okay, and we can see that whether the restriction is happened properly or not. Yeah, you can see that the infrastructure is related. Okay, you can see few comments, I mean few functions there, right? So those will be here in the official website. So you can access all those functions here. If you search as storage, you can see all the functions related to the storage account. So here there are many functions, right? So you will be able to test these many things by using the Terratest. So now you will have a doubt that what about the things that isn't mentioned here. So I have a solution for that. That's my own solution. So I will tell you in this video. So if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so that I can make more videos like it. See here, it is mentioned what are the arguments we have to pass and what is the value or return value we are getting. So function storage exist will return a boolean value, and we have to pass the storage account name, resource group name, and subscription id. So that's why I told you earlier that don't worry about the arguments. So all those things will be here in their website. If you go to Google and search as Terraform Azure package, Terratest Azure packages, so you will be able to access these things, or else I will provide the link in the description. Now let us test that is not mentioned in their website. I mean the function that they didn't provide. You have seen earlier in the video. You can backward the video. That location, when we set the location, no function they have provided. So if you want to test the location, the actual and expected location is not the same. How will you do that? Not only location, or for any other resource or any other attribute that is not mentioned in their website, or they didn't provide the function. So for that, so first I will be fetching the expected value from the Terraform output. That is easy. We just declare it in the outputs file, and then we will fetch the actual value by using Azure CLI command. Okay, I will show you how to run Azure CLI command in Terratest Go file. Okay, so first of all we need to take the expected value from the Terraform output. So this is how we'll mention it. So first of all we need to mention that in the output file. So without mentioning it in the output file, we can't test it. So I will mention it here, output location and value equal to Azure rm resource group dot location. Okay, now whatever the name we gave for the attribute in the output, so that is we have to mention here. So location, the same name here. So see, location, make sure that you mention the same names. Okay, and then now the actual game begins. So now we have to fetch the actual value from the Azure. I'm already having the code to fetch the actual value. So cmd equal to exec dot command, and then we will give the Azure CLI command here, exactly how we will run in Linux. Okay, and then actual location come error. So and then we will be separating the actual location and error from the function. Okay, and you can observe the Azure CLI command agent group. So name equal to, and you have to mention your resource group name here. So I will replace it later. Okay, and then query is location, and then output format is JSON. Okay, you have to replace your resource group name here. Okay, and if there is any error from the Azure CLI command, it will show it error executing Azure CLI command, etc., etc. As the output format is JSON, I think it may not give exactly our output, like exact only the output string, location output string. It may contain some another symbols like slash or etc., etc. So for that we need to format that string. So based on the output we will be formatting the output string. Okay, okay, first let us run to know that whether there is any error or not. So let us check whether it's working or not. It is taking so long time, so I will forward the video. Okay, we got an error, I think. Okay, what's the error? Undefined exec. Okay, we are using exec package here, right? So first of all we need to mention it and we need to import it, right? So yeah, we missed it, so we will add it and rerun the comments. So you need to mention the packager code for that. Okay, os/exec is the thing you have to mention here, is the package. Okay, as this package is not imported, we need to run go mod td. Okay, go mod init test is not required as the module test is already initiated. Okay, go mod td will download the package which we missed earlier. Okay, whenever you mention a new package there, you need to run the go mod td. So then it will download and it will be used in our execution. And then I will run the actual command. So now let's see, it will work. Yes, it's worked fine. I have skipped the whole execution process and as you have watched it earlier. So now I will show you what are the changes I have done for location. I may have mentioned a variable expected location and I will be fetching the value from the Terraform statefile using Terraform output command and the actual value from Azure, and I am formatting it as I'm getting it as output as JSON format. So I have to trim few symbols and all. So I will be formatting the string accordingly. So you also have to do that. So if it doesn't match, I will be giving output as location mismatch. So you can observe how I am fetching the actual value from the Azure without using the packages or functions that are provided by Terratest. So this is how we have to do it. If you have any another alternative idea, so you can comment it down and your ideas will also be welcomed. So for the first time only you have to observe the output and format the output string, and later onwards you will be using the same formatting, right, for for another strings and all. So for the first time only you have to debug output and make changes and format the string accordingly with patience. So if you search for this exceptional case of Terratest, you did not find it anywhere in the Google, okay? So, but I have explained that clearly in this video. Now I will tell you how to write Terratest for any resource of Azure, GCP or AWS, whatever it is. So first of all, we have to go to their GitHub repository. If you search for Terratest GitHub, the first link will be there, GitHub repo link. So in that we need to go to the test folder. This test folder contains the Terratest files of different resources of different providers. So it can be Azure, GCP or AWS. There isn't any specific folder for AWS, but if you scroll down, you can see there. Yeah, Terraform AWS S3, Terraform AWS EC2, like that we are having. So now I'm going to show you for Azure again. So see here, these many resources, for these many resources they are providing Terratest example file. So you just simply copy one of the example files for testing purpose. So just to check whether it is working or not in your system. So remove first and second line, first two lines, okay, while you're running, and also they are providing the corresponding Terraform files also. Okay, for that you need to go to the examples folder of their repo. After going to the examples repo, so you will find exactly the same set of, I mean exactly the corresponding resources, Terraform files will be present here. There you have seen Terratest files, right? Uh, for these all these Terraform files, they are providing the Terratest files there in the test folder. Okay, the corresponding Terraform files will be present here. So if you just copy the NSG Terraform from here, and you just copy the Terratest file from the test folder and run, it will run definitely, because both will match, both are the corresponding files. And do not forget to pass these values as environment variables. So copying the code from here, from example uh, files, will help the beginners to understand clearly. And then once the example files works fine for you, then you can modify according to your requirements. Okay, and even if they didn't provided for the resource you want, you can simply go to the their website. I have shown you, right, where the all the functions lies. I will provide you the link in description also. There you can check whether there is any functions or not related to the resource that is you're looking for. Even if they are not present, I have tell you one method, right? Fetch one value from Terraform state file using Terraform output, and fetch another value using Azure CLI command, and compare both. So in that way you can write Terratest cases for any other resource or any other attribute. Okay, they are providing very few, not few, but they are not providing for every resource or for every attribute. That's what I noticed. So that's why I'm suggesting you the alternative method also. Okay, and I will be uploading all codes in my GitHub repo. So please comment down if you have any doubts or any videos if you want. So I will definitely will try to do if measure of you wants the same topic. Okay, see, I have uploaded all the code into my GitHub of DevOps tutorials GitHub repo. So I will provide the link in the description. Thank you for watching.